Welcome guys, it's Mike, and today I have another review from Dayne's watch collection. Yes, this is a review of Dayne's Tissot PRC 200 chronograph, and it's from his collection. And before we get into that, quick wrist check. I am wearing my Paddy Turtle mod, and it is still looking very good on the wrist, as you can see. Love this watch, absolutely love this watch. But anyway, on with the review. So this is the first time I've actually had a Tissot on the channel. This is, as I said, the PRC 200 chrono. It's an older piece, and you should know by now that Dayne wears his watches, and this one is well loved, guys. So let's get into some stats and some specs and carry on with the review. So this is a smaller case size for me, being 39.5mm. The height is only 12 point, well, it's quite high for its case size. It's 12.4mm. Lug to lug is 48mm. And here's the bugbear: 19mm lug width. Boo to that. 19mm. What are you going to do with that? Anyway, the weight is 72 grams, so you know it's not a bad weight, but yeah, it's a smaller watch, smaller piece, smaller chunky size piece. That is a flat sapphire crystal on there with what looks to be, what seems to be clear AR coating, because it is very clear. You don't get much glare off of that at all, so it could be clear AR coating. It's 200 meters water resist. It has a screw down case back, screw down signed crown. The casing is 316L steel, and it's got the high polished finish on it. As you can see, what happens when high polished finishing is used on a case. This is what happens to it after it's been loved for a long time. It does, you know, bear the wounds of war, but this is supposed to be the way, right guys? We're supposed to wear our watches, and I commend Dayne for doing so, and I will continue to review his watches and you know, show you that this is what they look like when you really use them. So yeah, this is a really nice example, guys, of a used, well-loved watch. It has the Swiss ETA G10.211 movement inside. It does have C3 loom on the applied indices. We'll have a look at that in a minute and see exactly how it looms up. And that is pretty much all I really got to say about the watch in terms of stats, guys. I mean, I like it. Let me give you a wrist shot and you will see what it looks like on my massive 7 3/4 wrists. If I can get it over my bare paws, actually it shouldn't be too bad, because this NATO, and this is a Tissot branded NATO, this is their own 19mm. I'll keep saying that, 19mm. Why they couldn't have just made that 20mm, God only knows. I mean, your choices are endless with a 20mm, and your choices are actually ended with a 19. I mean, come on Tissot, sort that out. Well, there it is, and it pairs lovely with that red and black colorway strap. I've obviously put it on a bit loose, just for the showing, but there you go. That's what it looks like on wrist. Lovely looking piece, lovely looking piece. So my dislikes of this watch, and I don't usually have dislikes of a watch, but the 19mm is a real bugbear. If it was 20mm, I'd have a sea of NATOs and Zulu straps that you could fit to it, and you could really play with the colorway of this. But at 19mm, you are really hampered for choice. The other thing is the high polished surfaces here. Obviously fingerprint magnet, and as you can see, susceptible to scratches. Now, obviously not a problem for Dayne, because he doesn't mind and he wears his watches, but if most of your watches are cabinet queens like mine, then that is a bit of a problem. You got your chrono here, You got your second main hand there as the timer. You can stop it and then reset. You got your date at the 4 o'clock position there. It's a nice watch. It's a really nice watch. For me, a little bit small. I would err on the side of 42mm and up. This is a 39.5mm case, but you know, perfect for Dayne, and he obviously loves it because he has been wearing it. I think these came out around about the 2012 time frame, and the model here is the T461 model. Let's see if I can get that in shot. It's pretty hard to get it in shot there. T461 model, and it is a very nice, well-loved piece. So guys, let's get some lume on it and see how that C3 does. Let's see what let's see how the Tissot fares with the in the lume department. Okay, let's turn some lights out. So not too bad. Not too bad. The indices didn't really take too much. In fact, you know what? Let's give it a little bit more because I'm sure the indices could do a little better than that. Let's hit it again. Just give it a chance to see if it can shine through. All right, that's a little better. Okay, so as you can see there, the indices did come up a bit. So, you know, not brilliant lume. And you know I do love my lume. The hands aren't too bad, but the indices pretty much fade straight away. And it is an older piece, so that could be why. But, you know, honest reviews here. And this is, you're seeing it as I'm seeing it, guys. So let's turn the lights back on. So, I mean, one more negative for this piece would be the lume for me. So, you know, the lume, the sizing, the size of the case, too small for me, basically. The lug width, way too small, and actually just an awkward lug width at 19mm. Come on, Tissot, sort that out. Yeah, the high polished surfaces, which are susceptible to all kinds of fingerprints and scratches. But nonetheless, it's a lovely piece, guys. It's a nice watch, and as I said, and I have continued to say, Dayne absolutely loves his watches, and you can see it right here. So there it is, guys, the Tissot PRC 200 men's chrono. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. Wear all of your timepieces in the very best of health, and until next time, take care.